Rolling.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first installment of the Adventures of Vee Navid. It's been an interesting day so far. I've been starting to hang out with Navid, the cameraman. He's part of the second half of my UN group, the U and Navid, as I like to call them, a UN group. Anyway, so today started out with last night. Last night's epic adventure started with the pre-production for Dash, the stuff going on at the studio, the stuff going on with Axa Media, and then from there we ended up going back to the house watching some Dollhouse. Definitely got to watch that. So it ended up being a late night. In the morning, dragging tail, running behind. Wake up and Naveed is sleeping on the couch like this. Like straight up Naveed, you were like this. It was quite funny. It was an interesting situation in the morning. But either way, we got a late start in the morning. And that's where the adventure started. First and foremost, we went to the bank. That was an adventure. The traffic getting to there, the bank was an adventure. Then after that, we ended up going to get my hair cut. All before we're supposed to be on set. The getting to the haircut wasn't an adventure, but Naveed, after dropping me off, had to go get the camera. Now that in itself was an adventure, wasn't it,
Oh yeah.
Naveed? Oh yeah, that's all he says. All right. Anyway, you gotta work with me. You gotta make it pop, pop, pop. The hell wrong with you? Anyway, so we finished the haircut thing. He came back and picked me up, and then we got lost. Not my fault we got lost. I'm over here reading, as I want to do, and he has to follow the green arrow and the GPS telling him how to get to the set. Yeah, that didn't happen. We got there about an hour after we were supposed to get there because he ended up making a left when he was supposed to make a right, and he zigzagged when he was supposed to zig, and it was an interesting situation. So we got there, and we're hanging out on the set of the photographer. And as we're chilling, we're in the back room. Angus, the director of the photographer, was having a good time with us, but nobody was there on time. First of all, we got there and we had to wait for Angus to come get us for like 10 minutes. I was like, "What the flip, dude? We gotta be somewhere. We had to come all the way here to Port St. Lucie." Either way, we get there, had a good time. There were half naked chicks. Of course, always half naked chicks whenever V's around. I mean, isn't that the best thing about filming with Navid? You get some half naked chicks. So, we had a good time on the set of photographer. We didn't leave the set. Now, mind you, we're supposed to be there at 11. We didn't get there till 12:30. And we were supposed to be done shooting by 2. We didn't leave there till 4. So, if you're keeping track, we've been late. Late morning, late
Late
shoot,
start and then late end.
late late end, late everything. It's not a black man thing. It wasn't my fault. It was Naveed that can't follow directions. So while we're there, I told him not to forget the charger for the camera. And what does he do? He forgets the charger for the camera. This is even better. We almost crashed twice. Twice, no less. And I'm reading, and he almost crashed. So, we leave. We go back to take the adventure back to my house because I'm starving. We hadn't eaten yet. Angus didn't feed us. And that's bad on you, Angus. So we went over there. We got some food on the way there. Tropic Chop Max. Y'all gotta have that. We got some food, went to my house. He went to get some gas. I changed, and then I had to deal with all the emails and blasts that are going on with the emails going on with Axa Media and stuff like that. So it was a very interesting day. Finally, we're on the road. We're leaving to come to uh, Port St. Lucie. This is where we're at. We're in Port St. Lucie at the Holiday Inn in Port St. Lucie. Nice little digs over here, by the way. Port St. Lucie on US 1. If you come, hey, holla, we can have a party. So, on the way, I forget we got to go to Kinko's because we got to print out the sides, we got to do all that stuff. So we end up going to Kinko's. Kinko's wasn't an adventure. My boy Sean took care of us. We got everything we needed and we left. As we leave, Angus calls. and reminds Navid that he forgot the damn charger.
No, actually, this is what happened. I remembered.
How he
Like, oh
remembered.
crap! I don't remember packing the charger.
Notice I had told him to remember to do that.
Yeah, but I was carrying all the gear, and you were just carrying your scripts and your papers. I thought you would have gotten it.
You didn't remind me to.
It doesn't matter. We got the charger and we're using it
Yeah.
now.
Anyway, so on the way out, now we're on the way to Port St. Lucie, having left Kinko's and everything. Finally had to go all the way back to IADT to get the charger, and of course Angus makes us wait there for another 5 minutes. Now, if you're counting, we're supposed to be in Port St. Lucie by 7 o'clock. We're still in Orlando by 7 o'clock. Actually, no, we're afraid.
No, we were supposed to be there by 5. We left Orlando, or we left the school at 7.
7. Okay. Well, we were supposed to be there for dinner at 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we finally leaving the IDT, and of course, he's following the little lady on the GPS. It had originally told him to turn around, but as it was recalculating, I was telling him, we're going to I-4, just go straight. What does he do? He turns the flip around, makes a U-turn in the middle of the street like he's James Bond or something. I told him, you don't get your Brooklyn license because you can't drive like a New Yorker. So he turns around, and then we end up following it out, going all the way to the turnpike, and going the turnpike the wrong way just to get back on Conroy. So we make a whole big-ass 30-minute wait, because on 441 it was like traffic to get to get all the way to the turnpike, then traffic all the way back from the turnpike, all the way back to Conroy, to get off on Conroy, to get back on I-4, to get back on the turnpike to go the right way. When all he had to do was go straight. And he was listening to the GPS. So, if you're counting, that's half an hour of stupid driving for no reason. The hell wrong with you? Shoot. Pop, pop, pop. So we leave there. Finally, we're on the turnpike. That was a long trip. 111 miles on the turnpike.
Yeah, in the middle, remember, it went from 86 miles to 43.
43. They had a jump. Like, we went 20 miles in like 2.5 seconds. It made no sense. 2.5 seconds. Going over a bridge, it went from 80 to 46. We're like, did we just pass the Twilight Zone or something? I mean, you know, black people ain't supposed to be here. Navid's Iranian, so, you know, they're thinking he's an Arab bomber or something. So, you know, we were a little bit trepidatious. That's the word for it. So we're going. It was uneventful till we get there. Lo and behold, we get there. They just got to the restaurant. So granted, if you're counting, the crew that we're supposed to film with was already supposed to be there at 5 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock, and they're just getting there. So we weren't even late. And we were rushing for no reason. And I got mad at David and told him that you need to follow directions. And we got there right when everybody was getting there. Goes to show you that film takes a long ass mother flipping time for no mother flipping reason at all.
And it still works out in the end.
And still works out in the end. So we get there, have a good time. They had some rice and chicken. And you know me, I like me some rice and chicken. You can't help it. All black people like rice and chicken. Chicken is like a natural aphrodisiac for us black folk. And I've never met a black person that didn't like chicken. And if they were black and they didn't like chicken, that's what they weren't black. They were just painted on or something. You give me some
severely
chicken.
sunburnt.
Sunburnt, something. Look, black as charcoal. Hell wrong with you? So we got some chicken. And once we got some chicken, I was having a good time. And now we're in a hotel room in the Holiday Inn, and I'm looking at the gorilla in the mist. There's pictures of gorillas all over the wall, which make no sense. And you should take a picture of that gorilla right there looking at us all stare-eyed. Yeah, it's a gorilla in the mist. Anyway, we're chilling. We're about to give. We have to be on set. We have to be on set tomorrow, and then we have to be on the Bailey case. So stay tuned for the adventures of Vee Navid as we let you know how our next day goes. Stay tuned.
Part 2 tomorrow.